Hello everyone and welcome to the Stock Martin channel. I have an awesome video for you today. We are going to be talking about the latest EV news and how it pertains to the supply chain issue and also the war that we're having with Russia and Ukraine. What does this mean for your EV stocks? We have seen that the EV stocks have really plummeted, especially in the past few weeks. Will they continue to do this? And what am I doing to protect my portfolio? I think you're going to get a lot out of this video. Before we get down into it and get started, give me that big thumbs up to keep me alive on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all to get my latest uploaded videos, and don't forget to share this page so we can continue to grow this channel. I also do have my link down below so you can get the best promotion running right now from Moomoo. If you open a brand new account with at least $1, that will guarantee you a free NIO stock using my link down below. In addition to this, you are still getting that one free stock of Lucid Motors just for putting in $100 into a brand new account, and you can get up to 5 free stocks, each valued up to $3,500. Incredible opportunities. So take advantage of this, as this will not last long. Now, without further ado, I did want to talk to you about the grand scheme of things with the EV market. As you know, that the EV sales have skyrocketed. They have had a big boom. I do believe that we are in an EV revolution, and this has now fast forwarded things, especially this war with Russia and Ukraine. You are now seeing that the price of the gas at the pumps is skyrocketing. It is now more than $3.50 per gallon anywhere you go in the United States. That is the cheapest price that you can find right now. And as a result of the increased gas prices, you are going to start seeing a skyrocketing increase in EV sales as well. Whenever we look back at global data, you have noticed that the sales of electric vehicles were not impacted by the pandemic as well. You did see that internal combustion engines, which is on this graph is other, they did actually take a big dip down with the pandemic. They actually decreased about by 16%. We are starting now to get up to a point where we are starting to increase our sales of regular gas-powered engines. But look at what happened with the EV vehicles. EV vehicles since the year 2015 has exponentially grown, and we did see a huge boom in EV sales that were not impacted by the pandemic, and you are starting to see a continuation of increasing in sales globally by car registrations by fuel type index, according to the source Global Data. So this is very big news because I do believe that we are in an EV revolution. I do believe that EV vehicles will continue to dominate the market, and we are starting to get at the very beginning stages of these EV companies. Now, the biggest thing right now that I do foresee that is bringing a lot of downward pressure on the EV stocks is going to be supply chain issues, as we have most recently seen from brand new EV companies such as Lucid Motors, Rivian, and also Tesla, which has been the pioneer of EV vehicles, has come out and said that the supply chain issue is going to put a huge downward pressure on the production of these vehicles and the chip shortages, and we will not see a relief in this in sight anytime soon. That could last until the year 2023. Now, couple that with the war that we are now seeing with Russia and Ukraine, this is going to put extreme pressures on the supply chain issues, as a lot of the parts are coming from China, and they're coming from countries that are going to be impacted by this war. So we are going to see a lot of downward pressure on these stocks. Now, what am I doing during this period of time? I am dollar cost averaging into these stocks. The biggest stocks right now that I am thinking about getting and dollar cost averaging in right now, the best bet is going to be your US EV stocks such as Tesla. I do believe that Tesla is going to continue to dominate in the EV space. But I do definitely think that there is another huge contender, that is Lucid Motors. I do believe that Lucid Motors and Rivian, ticker symbol LCID and also RIVN, I do believe that these two new EV startup companies will be doing very well in the EV space. But right now, these stocks are hit hard and they are going to stay low in the next few months to come, because I do think that the chip shortages and the supply chain issues are going to keep this huge downward pressure, these huge headwind pressures to keep these stocks low. But I do believe that this is a great time to dollar cost average into these companies and to buy these, definitely these low prices, because in the future, I do think that these stocks will start skyrocketing. I do believe that these stocks will have very nice returns into the future if you hold these stocks for long term. Definitely in the short period of term, we will have a lot of volatility. We will have a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of headwinds, a lot of downward pressure. Especially the biggest cause is this war. I do think that this war will keep the supply chain issues down. But what I am looking for is the future projections. A lot of people that are very good in investing, especially if you look at Cathie Wood, what is she doing with ARK Invest? She is actually investing in EV companies right now because she sees a huge upward potential into the future. What is she loading up on? She is buying a lot of Tesla stock, and she's actually buying a very important Chinese EV stock, which is Xpeng. Xpeng has been beat down quite a bit, and it has a huge downward pressure. But why is she picking Xpeng over the other EV makers in China? I do believe that she is picking Xpeng because they have been delivering quite a bit of vehicles during this huge downward pressure times, during these times of supply chain issues. Now, I have actually sold out of Xpeng whenever it was quite high, and I did make some profits off of it. But in my own opinion, I do believe that these EV companies, these EV stocks, are going to be the future of the auto industry, and this is a great period of time to dollar cost average in. And don't go heavy into one stock either. Make sure to diversify. But right now, I am trying to limit the amount of EV stocks that I do have at other countries. I am starting to use and dollar cost average into the American US EV stocks, such as Lucid Motors, Rivian, Tesla, as I do believe that they have great futures ahead of itself. And these stocks are right now beat down quite a bit. Now, I still have quite a bit of exposure in my EV stocks in China. In NIO, I am down on this stock as well, but I have a huge portion of a portfolio in NIO. And anytime it is below $20, I will be dollar cost averaging into NIO as well. But I am looking at these stocks for being as a huge potential into the future of the stock market. So my portfolio is quite diversified, but whenever I am talking about EV stocks, this is a great opportunity to get into these stocks, but to dollar cost average into these stocks, as I do still believe we are in the EV revolution, and these stocks will perform quite well when you look down the line that by the year 2025, China right now is suspecting that they will be selling about 60% of all their vehicles will be electric. Where are these cars coming from? It's going to be from NIO. It's going to be from Xpeng. It's going to be from Li Auto. Those are the three top companies. And also BYD, the Warren Buffett-backed electric vehicle automaker. A lot of these companies are going to be the big dogs in China because right now the Chinese market is the number one market in electric vehicles. Now, this graph right here does show us the top 10 countries with the highest electric vehicle sales. Number one is China by hands down, almost 2 million electric vehicles sold in the year 2020. Followed by Germany. The US is number 3, but we are starting to bump that up. Again, this is going to be huge, as in the future, electric vehicles are going to be the dominating vehicle, but we do need to set that background up. We do need to set the infrastructure up. So this is another reason why I am heavy into ChargePoint, the EV charging stock. I do believe that they have about 70% of the infrastructure in the United States. That's not looking at Tesla's infrastructure, but they are dominating that EV charging system. They are also looking at residential. They can install the hardware into your house. They also have software, and they also have a fee service, a monthly fee service to get their revenue going. I do believe that this company will be predominant in the future of electric vehicle charging. So these are all great stocks to look into if you are looking into investing into the future. And I do think that dollar cost averaging into these different types of companies is going to grow your money into the future. But these stocks right now are beaten down quite a bit. And I do suspect that in the next few months, in the next few weeks especially, these stocks could get pummeled even more because we do have that increased tension with the Russian-Ukraine war. Also, will other countries start joining this war? Will this start being a world war? This is the biggest fear that I have, and especially this will be very bad for stocks, especially if we have other countries entering this. If NATO starts being attacked and NATO starts getting involved with this war, if China starts getting involved with this war, we already know that the supply chain issues has hit all electric vehicle companies, but this will be an enormous downward pressure. We could see incredible decreases in stock prices from where they are now. These are great times, in my opinion, to be dollar cost averaging into these plays that are long-term plays for us. This is how I am managing my portfolio into the future, and this is my EV portfolio. But always be sure to be diversified, and not just in the EV space, but be diversified. I also have a huge portfolio where I am invested in the US stocks in the S&P 500, where I do have very big positions, but this is my EV plays that I am discussing right now. So always be very well diversified, and always please do your own due diligence, your own research, so that you can have the best portfolio out there. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope that you learned something new. If you did, this is the time to give me that big thumbs up. Give me the like button, subscribe button, notification button to keep me alive on YouTube. Don't forget to share this page with others so we can continue to grow this channel, as I do think that we have a great community down below. Also, I do right now have the best promotions using my link down to Moomoo. Right now, if you put in $1 into a brand new account, you will be guaranteed a free NIO stock. Put up to $100 or more, they'll give you an additional free stock of Lucid Motors. That's 2 free stocks just for putting in $100. In addition to this, Moomoo will give you up to 5 free stocks, each valued up to $3,500. Incredible opportunities to get free money right now, especially during this very difficult time. In addition to this, Webull, using my link down below, put in 1 penny or more, will guarantee you 5 free stocks, each valued potentially up to $3,000. Take advantage of these huge opportunities, especially during these big volatile times, as you can grow your money. But thank you again for watching, for supporting the channel. I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy the next week. And I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you.